What's up, guys? I'm LQ. This is the LQ Review. Thank you so much for joining me here at my YouTube channel. This is where I talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff I love to talk about. Movies, video games, comic books, TV shows. Right now I want to give you guys my thoughts on the Netflix original movie, Coffee and Kareem. And Netflix strikes again. This is a case where a company who notoriously greenlights everything that gets put on their desk greenlit this. A buddy cop movie with a kid. A buddy cop movie with a kid where a kid is being constantly put into mortal danger. All that being said, there was a lot of really funny moments in this. Ed Helms is a really funny guy, despite the fact that I was not a big fan of season 9 of The Office. I thought that his character was lame. He's a funny guy. He's a really funny guy. The Hangover movies, he's great in those. There's a lot of instances where Ed Helms brings it comedically. And he did in this movie. He brought it comedically in this movie. I thought it was really well. The comedy was really well done, at least on his end. I kind of just got a bad taste in my mouth with the whole idea of putting a kid in this type of movie. And I'm not talking about the violence or the swearing or anything like that. There's a lot of movies that I love that have kids in those type of situations. I just didn't like the idea of a kid. Something, and it's not the moral or the ethical idea of it. It's the my inability to suspend my disbelief. It was my inability to suspend my disbelief of a kid being along for this ride. That being said, like I said, it was funny. I laughed a lot. It was a basic buddy cop movie where the two people, the two protagonists don't like each other, and they are forced together to fight a bad guy or a group of bad guys. And it kind of hit all those genre beats that buddy cop movies do. Even though one of the cops in the situation isn't even a cop, it's a kid, it still hit those beats, those buddy cop movie beats. And I always say that, following genre formulas it's not necessarily a bad thing. You can follow genre formulas and still make a good movie. There's a reason why the formula exists, because that formula works. And in this case, in this movie, I feel like following that formula only worked about half the time. The other half, it felt just kind of unbelievable. And the unbelievableness, I'm a big movie fan. I'm usually able to suspend my disbelief and enjoy the movie that's presented to me. In this case, I wasn't always able to do that. There was a lot of this movie that was just ridiculous, and I wasn't really able to suspend that disbelief, and it kind of took me out of the movie. The predictability also took me out of the movie a little bit. I knew instantly this buddy cop movie, there's going to be crooked cops, and I was able to tell you right from the beginning who all the crooked cops were going to be. And I was right. I mean, it followed those genre beats, and only about half the time were those genre beats effective. The other half, they just kind of fell flat and left me just kind of unimpressed. So overall, Ed Helms puts in a good performance. The supporting cast was okay. The kid who plays Kareem was very charismatic and funny, for that matter. He was a funny kid. And he certainly has a future in film, because he, like I said, he was charismatic and he was funny, and he definitely did a great job of acting opposite Ed Helms, who is a very accomplished comedic actor. I just didn't always feel like the pairing between the two worked. And that was where my problem came in, was the pairing between the two. It just didn't always feel genuine or realistic to me. But that's just my take on it, guys. It was a fairly fun ride. There was plenty of moments that made me laugh, and some of the action was satisfying. Some of it was really stupid, and the climax was at least entertaining, and it took some turns I didn't expect it to take, especially with one of the main antagonists being a popular musician. Some things happened with that main antagonist that I didn't predict. I predicted it, but it wasn't until late in the movie when I predicted it. Everything else was very predictable, and like I said, it hit those genre beats. So overall, it was an enjoyable ride, but not a ride that I'm going to take more than once. I thought Ed Helms was funny. I've seen him funnier in other things. I've seen him less funny in other things too. The Office Season 9. But yeah, it was a very generic buddy cop movie that tried to put a spin on that buddy cop by putting a kid in there. And sometimes it worked and sometimes it didn't. So that's my take on it. I give this movie a C. It's a solid C. It was entertaining for what it was, but it's not something that I'm going to revisit. So that's my take on it. That's just one dude's take. What was your take on Coffee and Cream? Did you like it more than I did? Or did you not like it as much as I did? Or do you think I'm right on point? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And as always, thank you for being here at the LQ Review, where we talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff we love to talk about. Till next time, we'll see you guys later.